Sponsored by the Big 98, Nashville's #1 for new country and the home of the Bobby Bones Show.
Hey, it's so great to be here.
You know what, it's always good to see you. I just enjoy our conversations and keeping up with you on social media. That's like a full-time job, and you've got a songwriting camp coming up.
That's
April
right.
7th through 10th, right here in Nashville.
That's right. It's called the Songwriting Fantasy Camp. And David Fishoff always does the rock and roll ones with all these musicians, the greatest musicians of all time. And he decided to do a songwriting camp, and I'm the host of it.
Well, I'm going to say you're the headliner of it, and you've also got a few of your personal friends coming on. Emmylou Harris, you got Steve Cropper, John Oates. I mean, who else is coming on this?
Marty Fredrickson, Joe Vitale, Felix Cavalieri, one of my idols.
You've got all these different people mentoring and taking them through songwriting. I also read that you're going to deconstruct hits, which, you know, you've written a lot of hits for a lot of bands, including Aerosmith.
With a lot of bands.
Yeah, and Bon Jovi.
Don't say for, with.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, but your name is on a lot of hits.
Yes, somehow I got my name on all these hits.
So it's going to be an exciting thing. I know that everybody can still sign up for the camp, right?
Yes, and it's going to be spectacular. And you know, we're going to be doing, you know, group things where we're all like in a panel. Then we're going to take our own groups and we're going to drill down on people's own songs.
Wow.
We're going to deconstruct those.
Yeah.
And then, you know, it's the 3-day thing, so maybe some of them can turn a little demo around or rewrite it and come back and play it the last day.
How incredible.
Yeah.
That's going to be a lot of fun. Well, I got to bring this up too. The last time you and I bumped into each other, it's been a while, you know, due to COVID, pandemic, and all that good stuff. But I wanted to bring up that your book is still in the works.
Yes.
And should be hopefully releasing this year with David Ritz.
Living on a Prayer, Big Songs, Big Life with David Ritz. I'm so proud of it. It's been 5 years in the making. And just today, we got the final copy just to read it one more time and put the photos in. There's like 100 photos in the book.
Well, I'm sure. I've seen some of the photos with you and Kiss and everybody else.
Yeah, Cher. I have this great picture of me and Cher.
Barbra Streisand.
Streisand, yes. And, you know, I'm just still, you know, like Dolly Parton always says, I want to be an active participant in the entertainment industry. And I don't care how old I get, I still want to, you know, be working to, you know, I want to die with my boots on. My rock and roll boots.
And you've had hit songs and been also a performer and an entertainer for 6 decades now.
That's right.
Is that amazing to you?
Yes. My latest hit is a song called Kings and Queens by Ava Max. And maybe people don't know it by name, but when I start singing it, you know, every little kid knows the song.
Right.
You know, if kings could put queens up on a throne, dun, dun, champagne, whatever.
Well, speaking about great music, I got to bring this up because I'll never forget when I saw you and your co-performers on Saturday Night Live, and in 2020, you guys remastered the albums with Rouge.
Yes. My original group, Desmond Child and Rouge, we made 2 albums on Capitol Records, and they were remastered, and they're out on BMG Rights. And we actually re-recorded our first single, Our Love Is Insane, in an EDM style, and we have many more songs to go.
Wow.
And we're not thinking about it. We just, every time we finish a song, we're going to put it out. Because that's the way it is right now.
Right.
I mean, you could write a song in the morning and then push send that night. You don't have to wait 2 years for the record company to decide whether they're going to release your single or not.
Well, you know, and I'll tell you what impressed me so much also, Desmond, to where, you know, once again, known as such a great hit songwriter, but I loved it what you did with your last album, to where you took the hits that you had co-written with bands and other great artists, and you went out and performed them yourself on stage.
Yeah.
And I thought, what a great thing to do, because I think that, unfortunately, a lot of songwriters don't get to have that kind of experience. Well,
that's true. A lot of songwriters are kind of shy, but as you can tell, I'm kind of a ham. I love to sing, and I love doing my own versions of some of these songs. Right. So I want to start performing, you know, more and more. I hope I get one of those Vegas
a residency.
Right now, Katy Perry has one in Las Vegas. I'm going to go see her next week. And she features the song we co-wrote together with Andreas Carlson called Waking Up in Vegas.
Wow.
But she does it like Rat Pack style.
Yeah.
And it's so fun. And so, you know, that's my ultimate goal in life, is to be in Vegas.
Well, speaking of which, an ultimate goal, I have to bring this up and embarrass you a little bit. You have been secured for Desmond Child Rocks the Parthenon in Greece in June.
Yes, the Ministry of Culture of Greece invited me to do a benefit concert of my music with a band and string orchestra and special guests that are going to come in and sing some of the songs that we collaborated on together. And that's going to be June 27th in Athens, Greece. So book your tickets now. So far, I have Alice Cooper, Bonnie Tyler,
Oh my gosh.
Rita Wilson, Lena Hall. I don't know if you guys watch Snowpiercer, but she's Miss Audrey.
Right.
And she's won 2 Tony Awards. I just adore her. And Orianthi is going to be playing in the band.
Amazing. Amazing.
You know,
artist.
she was in This Is It
Right.
with Michael Jackson.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, I don't know who else is going to turn up. I have invitations out to Paul Stanley and to different people, and they're going to be touring in Europe, so maybe they'll get a night off and just jump
and
over.
here's the thing, too, Desmond. It's at a historic venue.
Yes.
I mean, this is, you
Yes.
showed me the picture of where you're going to be performing. It's ridiculous.
It's called the Odeon of Herodotus Atticus, and it was built by the Romans in Athens in 2,000 years ago. Wow. So it's marble, it's all gorgeous, and 5,000 people can fit into it. And so I'm expecting a great thing, and the night before there's going to be a VIP gala at the Acropolis Museum to raise money for the restoration and all that of the Acropolis and the Parthenon. So we've gone there every summer since our sons were little. This is going to be our 14th trip to Greece.
Wow.
So, you know, I'm just so proud to bring my music to all, you know, my fans there.
Yeah.
And hopefully once I got the show together, I can tour it.
And have a residency in Las Vegas.
Well, Vegas, Vegas, baby, Vegas.
I'm just saying, you know.
What happens in Vegas?
Hey, I was there for 10 years and I loved it. So I want to make sure, though, with everything else you got going on, you've also been such a huge proponent for Latin music and done so much with that as well, to where really you were one of the first people, Desmond, to step out and draw attention to it because it wasn't getting the attention it deserved.
My mother was a struggling Cuban songwriter and poet, and when she passed away exactly 10 years ago, I got together with a colleague, Rudy Perez, and we co-founded the Latin Songwriters Hall of Fame. And we have a big show every year called La Musa Awards, because my mother was called La Musa. So a statue of her is sort of like the trophy.
Yeah.
And this year is going to be our 10th anniversary. Wow. And it's going to be at the at the Hard Rock Hotel in Hollywood, Florida.
Wow.
And that's going to be October 18th.
Wow.
And so that's going to be a spectacular show because it's our 10th anniversary.
Right. So, to put it in a nutshell, you've got the Songwriting Fantasy Camp coming up on April 7th. The book is going to release this year, which I can't wait to read that and get my own copy. And then, obviously, you're doing, Rock the Parthenon, Desmond Child in June. I want to make sure for our viewers, Desmond, where's the best place for them to go with social media, with the web, everything to get involved in all these different things?
Well, I have my website, DesmondChild.com, but Instagram is where I live. I mean, I am under those covers answering questions, everything. I'm at Desmond.Child, Desmond.Child on Instagram. And there I am, and I'm relentless at it, and I love it, and everything will be announced through my Instagram, and it's Facebook and Twitter too. But
well, I just love seeing all the pictures of you and stars, like Ricky Martin and Barbra Streisand and Cher and Kiss. It's like a who's who, and these are your personal friends that you've written hit songs with.
Well, they became personal friends if they had a hit.
And there were plenty. Well, I got to tell you, it's always an honor to have you on the show. Desmond Child, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you so much for having me. I love it here.
Sponsored by the Big 98, Nashville's #1 for new country and the home of the Bobby Bones Show.